I'm gonna wait on you. I'm gonna wait on you. I've tasted your goodness. I'm trusting your promise. I'm gonna wait on you. Yes,
The secret place at the master feet. What a theme, what a topic. I just like this. A secret place at the master feet. Today we are not going to talk about what is the secret place, because I know we are all Christian and we know the meaning of a secret place. For a Christian, the secret place is where you go every time to speak to God. That is the secret place. All right. Today, I want to talk about the secret place in another way. All right. Please, I want us to be together. Do not miss any second of this today. Did I not tell you, if you believe you will see the glory of God? It's a question God is asking to this lady. Did I not tell you, if you believe you will see the glory of God? Somebody will ask, how? To believe not in who, but in what? To believe in what? God, you are asking me, did I not tell you, if you believe you will see? Another version will say, if you believe in me. But if you believe in what? I want you again to read for us Luke 10. Luke 10, verse 38 to 42. Here again we see Mary and Martha. Okay? Mary and Martha were sitting at Jesus' feet, the secret place. They were listening to what Jesus was about to say. And the Bible said continuously, they were at the secret place continuously listening to what Jesus was teaching them. But here in John 11, Mary, Martha, and Lazarus, the brother, they were going through some situation. This situation is very heavy at the point Mary and Martha forgot what the master told them when they were in the secret place. Jesus was teaching them a lot of things. But in John 11, they are going through a trouble. They are going through something very difficult. And the Bible says, if you read from the beginning of John 11, the Bible says, when Lazarus fell sick, when he was not feeling well, Mary and the sister sent a friend to go to Jesus and say, your friend is sick. Okay? What is the meaning of your friend is sick? The intention behind that is, when Jesus will hear your friend, he will run quickly and come. So they wanted to play on the emotion of Jesus. But I want to tell you, maybe this will shock you. Jesus is not moving by your emotions. Jesus is not moving by the way you feel. He moved by your faith. And God told me, your tears will never change. Your tears will never move me. Because I am not emotional. I don't have emotions. So the fact that you are crying will not make me move faster in your situation. The fact that you are crying too much, I will not move. I want to see your faith. What is that thing that I told you when you were in the secret place at my feet? Lazarus is sick. And they sent somebody to go and say to the master, your friend is sick. I like what Jesus said. Jesus said, this sickness is not for him to die. But yet, Lazarus passed away. He is the one who said it's not for him to die. We already know that when Jesus says something, he means it. He said, this sickness is not for him to die. But yet, Lazarus passed away. Now, when Jesus knew, because he knows everything, he knew that Lazarus already passed away, he said to the disciple, let's go to Lazarus. And on his way, Mary is here, she's running and coming to the master and say, hey, if you were here, my brother will still be alive. If you were here. I want to tell you something. You don't need to feel Jesus to believe on the promise he gave you. You don't have to feel it. You don't have to feel his presence. If you have already something that he told you in the secret place, that is enough. You don't have to wait until you feel him or you don't feel him. Martha needed to see. For her, she wanted to see Jesus before she believed what Jesus was telling them when they were at the secret place. What is that thing that I told you, Martha, when I was teaching you? You came in the secret place and I share a lot of things with you. What is that thing I share with you? That when a turbulence, a trouble is coming, already you forgot what I shared with you. Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God? In that chapter, John 11, there is nowhere where the Bible said, before then, Jesus said to Mary, if you believe, no. Before then, never. So when Jesus told her, which moment, that if you believe, when she was at the feet of the Master. So I want to encourage every one of us here, learn to go at the feet of the Master in the secret place. And when you go there, it's not only to cry, it's about to know, God, what is your thought about this situation I am going through? And whatever God will tell you, because one thing is sure, he will let you know. Go into the secret place. And when you go into the secret place and tell him the situation, he will tell you what to do. So when you come out of the secret place and you are working, if the wind is so loud, you don't shake because you know what God told you. Lazarus is just sick, and the sister, her faith is already shaking. When Jesus said this sickness is not for him to die, Jesus was planning. The plan of Jesus was the resurrection. When Martha and Mary were seeing the healing, I want to tell you, what is your situation? Maybe you are thinking about a healing when Jesus is planning a resurrection. Are you getting it? Maybe you are thinking, you are forcing yourself to see a healing. You are forcing yourself to see a healing. But God already, his plan is already to resurrect that situation. You are fighting to see a healing. At the point, even when Jesus came, he said, where did you put him? Martha, her faith is already gone. She said, it's okay. We waited for you. You didn't show up. Now he's already here for 4 days. In fact, he's smelling already. You can't go there anymore. Jesus, come on. This boy is smelling. It's okay. You see, even she doesn't believe that even something that is already spoiled at the point that all the faith is gone, she doesn't believe that God can put it together and make it look nice again. When somebody is thinking about the resurrection, you with your human thinking, you are thinking about the healing. No, my sister, I want to tell you, do not stop God. He want to resurrect that situation, not to heal. God wants to bring you to another level. He wants you to change your mind. Amen. I want to tell you one of my testimony before we pray. I was going through some trouble and I was so devastated. I was crying, and God told me, stop crying because your tears will not move me. Come and let's talk. I put my courage together. I was speaking with God, and God told me, until the smelling of this situation will go all around and smell everybody, then I will show off. I was in the secret place and God told me that. Until the bad smell of this situation, everybody will smell it, then I will show off. And my sister, that is exactly what happened. Even people that I don't know was aware about that situation. And then God showed off. So when you go into the secret place, do not wait for God to give you direction, the one you want, the direction that you expect. No matter the instruction God will give you in the secret place, hold it tight and know that this is what God told me. This is what God told me. He told me this, he told me that. In the secret place, even when you go there to complain about God about something, he will definitely tell you something about that thing you are going through. And when he will tell you that thing, when you come out of it, do not forget. Do not forget. God was telling me tonight when I was getting ready for this, he was giving me three categories of people. The first people is the people, they are so tired, they don't have the time to go to the secret place. They just want people to pray for them. Even you yourself, you are not ready to go to the secret place. You want people to go and come and tell you. The second category of the people is the people, they have the time and the zeal to go into the secret place. And when they go into the secret place, they have things, they have instruction and everything. And when they come out of the secret place, they forget. When they win, when situation comes, they forget about everything God told them. The third category, I will talk about them later. It's about our sister takeaway. I will talk about that later, not now. I want to tell you something. God will never allow you go through something that will kill you. Never. Do you know why? Because he loves you. He called you his child. He will never allow you to go through something that will kill you. In fact, the Bible says Lazarus was a friend. Everybody knew that Lazarus, God had a particular love for this person. So I will say it again. Maybe you are planning to see a healing in your situation when God is trying to resurrect your situation. And the moment you are so focused about the healing, when God is planning the resurrection, you will feel like God is not moving. You will feel like God is not doing anything. I will say it again. Your chest will not change anything. Now, the secret place is the place of my divine encounter. The secret place is the place of my restoration. The secret place is the place of the instruction, the place of all possibilities, the place where I release my stress, my frustrations, my fears, but also I come out of that place stronger. The secret place, the place of my justification and my glory. Did you hear that? Father, help me to submit my will to yours. You know, the will of Martha and Mary was to Jesus to heal. If Martha and Mary remembered that when they were at Jesus' feet, Jesus told them that he is the life and the resurrection. Because I know Jesus already told that. Many times you remind that I am the life and the resurrection. Whoever come to me will never die. One day Jesus said that Mary and Martha, they were there, they listened. But when they faced a situation where Jesus wanted to show the way he can resurrect somebody, they feared. Their will was to see a healing when Jesus was taking the opportunity to see how resurrection looked like. Maybe you are still holding tight that situation about your healing. When I'm talking about the healing, I'm talking about the healing of that situation you're going through. Maybe you want to see Jesus healing that situation. My sister, when a situation is healed, you will always remember yourself that I was sick. Sometimes you can be healed and you will see surgery. But resurrection, when Lazarus came out, Jesus said, remove the bandage. Even he doesn't even look like somebody who went into the grave. Now imagine Lazarus. Lazarus is now sitting here. He said, hey, when I was there, Mary, I saw this person. You remember this person like this? I saw him. Now Lazarus is here. Now Lazarus in the whole town, Lazarus is knew that Lazarus the resurrected one. I want us to be very focused and very concentrated. Okay? God was announcing to me. He said tonight when I was getting ready, he said, I decided to do something new. God said, I'm about to do something new. Something that never come into your heart. God want to do something new in your marriage. I want to take to a woman who is married here. God told me tonight, he said, your sacrifice and your obedience will determine the quality of your testimony. I will say it again. We are already into the prophetic declarations. He said, your sacrifice And your obedience will determine the quality of your testimony. To a lady who is not married yet, to a takeaway sister, God is saying there's a turbulence zone coming. And I asked him, God, what do you mean a turbulence zone? He said, it's a zone where you are confused. And a lot of men are coming your way. At the point you will be so confused. Who is the person? Which one? And the turbulence is because you are confused. You might make a wrong choice. Because he was telling me that all those minds that will come at almost at the same moment, they will all have the same potential being a husband. They will all have the potential of being husband. Physically, they have the potential to be a husband. Spiritually, no. And I pray that you select the right one. Before you select the right one, I want you to go into the secret place. Do not select according to your eyes. Select according to your destiny. Because at this moment, it is two destinies coming together to form one. And if you make any mistake, the one cannot be complete. Yesterday, I was talking to a lady in Africa. She was telling me, you remember in January, you were praying for me about my marriage. And you told me, I pray, I see this and I see this and I see that. I said, yes, I remember. And she said, you told me before the end of 2020, you will get married. I said, yes, I remember. She said, you remember I got married, this is 3 months or 4 months ago, something she was telling me like that. I said, oh, congratulations. And then I was praying for her because yesterday we were praying about her having a baby. She said, that day in January, when you prayed for me, you told me, go into the shop, where you see the white gown for ladies, go and try one. And the moment you will try one, receive your testimony. She said, hey, I am so sorry. I went to that shop, but I couldn't try. I disobeyed to you. I said, no, it's not to me you disobey. But I am at least glad that you went, you obeyed and you went. So I want to say to a lady here, God reminded me that testimony of yesterday because I was announcing her, you will have a baby and I am the one who will send you money to buy the clothes, the first clothes of that baby. God reminded me that testimony and he said, announce to a takeaway lady to go and try on a white gown. The Holy Spirit gave me a sentence today that I want to share with you. The glory of God is a tangible manifestation of a promise already announced. When you go into the secret place, God announced you some things. He gave you something. Now, I want you to know that when God said, did I not tell you, if you believe, you will see the glory of God? You just have to believe to what he said when you went into the secret place. So that you can start, you will start seeing the manifestation of what he announced. When you go into the secret place, he will give you the promises. But the manifestation of the glory will always be in public. So please, I want to encourage you to go into the secret place. 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 Receive from God. And please do not forget what he said when you went there. No matter how the situation will change. And remind yourself, my God said. I like when God promised something. He always say, I. This is his signature. I. So if you go into the secret place and he says something, know that he will do it. The moment, the timing does not belong to you. It belongs to him. The only thing you have to do is to obey and remind to the situation that my God said he will do. So you are not bigger than my God is bigger than you. I was in a situation where I didn't know that I will go out of it. But God was always reminding me, I told you I will do. And I was saying to the situation, my God said he will do. And he did. You are a child of God. Lazarus was a friend of Jesus, but Jesus allowed him to go into this situation. And he showed up. And even after how many years after, we are still talking about Lazarus, the resurrected one. So I want to encourage you, do not give up. Do not give up. He announced and he will do. The only work you have to do is to believe. To the person who announced it, but also to he says, believe. And he will do it. And he will do it. May God bless you. I will always say, God was reminding me, always remind them you love them. He was telling you don't love somebody because this person has everything perfect. You don't love this person because this person is like this or like that. You love somebody even when you know that this person will always make mistakes. So I want to tell you, I love you. Not because I know that you made mistake. Oh, no, it's not that. The love of a sister.
Wait on the